Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andrew Cruz here in Business Development, and this is Monday Mortgage Minute. I want to welcome all you back to a brand new week. We are actually expecting a little bit of rate volatility this week, and I'm going to tell you why. It has to do really with one main topic, and that is the CPI number. CPI is the Consumer Price Index, and that is the measurement of inflation. Now, for many weeks now, we've been saying to you, the Fed has had their inflation target at 2%, and for many weeks I've been saying they're way beyond that, and they overshot it. In fact, this week's estimate is predicting that they're going to have a 4% number come in on Tuesday. Well, gee, isn't that twice the 2% target? Yeah, it is. And for a long time, we've been telling you that this is actually happening on the shelves and for all the prices of the goods and services that we're paying for. And it's always that the Fed finds out after the fact that they dialed it too hot or dialed it too cold. And it's always a response later after the fact, after the damage is done. And we're expecting that that's going to happen again this week. For them to say that, they're expecting, a 4% CPI number and kind of be like, nah, no big deal. When the target's 2%, that's a big deal for a lot of people. And unfortunately, what that means is it's going to cause a ripple effect through the trading markets, which includes the mortgage-backed security market and the way that the bond is traded. So, it's likely we're going to have volatility in the rates this week, not just because of that, but probably mostly because of that. As always, there's lots of factors that influence and a lot of variables that weigh in on what happens during the trading week of bonds, but this specific week, it seems to be all eyes on the CPI, and all eyes are expecting that it's twice as high as what the Fed was hoping for. Now, just another note really quickly, it's something that we mentioned before that we're starting to see more and more of. We're starting to see a little bit more price reluctance from people in the market. Now, if you're looking to buy a home, don't take your foot off the gas pedal. Keep going, because the people that are becoming a little bit more price sensitive or a little bit more reluctant are moving off to the side, which should clear some way for those of you still looking to buy. A lot of our agents that we work with are talking about how they're getting less offers, there's less outbidding. I mean, there's still outbidding because instead of a pool of 20 people, there's a pool of 10, but again, if that pool has just gone from 20 people to 10, that's a significant change just over the last couple of months when it comes to how many people are vying for the same property you are when you're making an offer. Now, does this mean that it's going to continue into the rest of the summer months and into the fall? Yeah, maybe not. I'm just mentioning it because it's worth noting that some of that reluctance and hesitation is starting to show up more and more frequently as we get into the more of the summer months. I also think that a lot of what is weighing in on people's minds is what's going to happen with the eviction moratorium and the forbearance moratoriums. Is that going to allow more foreclosures to come onto the market, or will the pressure on the mortgage servicers mean that those people that would potentially lose their house won't lose their house? So I know that that's kind of going around in people's minds as well as they're looking at homes and thinking about when it is that they're going to move. So there's a variety of reasons out there why people are either moving away from buying or still moving into buying. And I'm talking to those of you who are still looking to buy. If you're still looking to buy, keep that pedal down, keep going, remain persistent, and be vigilant in the process though too, and make sure that you're getting the house that's going to fit the needs of you and your family moving forward. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again next week.